Hi, Shelby.
Hi.
Thanks for coming out today. Can you tell me a little bit about your horse?
Yes, so Oliver is a 16-year-old off-the-track thoroughbred gelding. I bought him as a Texas trail horse from Texas.
Okay.
However, we got him as a companion for my horse Liberty.
Okay.
But then as she started to age out, I started to ride him more, and then together we just found our love of dressage and started competing with LA Guy.
What brings you to camp? What are you working on this week?
I just want to continue to work on improving my scores for first level, hopefully eventually keep climbing up the tests.
Okay.
And eventually get there higher.
And you're going to regionals this year?
Yes.
And what are you qualified in, and what are you still working towards?
I'm qualified in my medal seat, and then for training level, test 3, and I'm working on getting my first level test 3 scores.
Awesome. Okay. And is there any other kind of big picture goals that you're thinking about in terms of for you and dressage in the future?
I want to eventually, in the future, be doing Grand Prix for more within.
Me too.
For more within like the next few years. Eventually, I want to be in the FEI Junior Riders Test.
Okay.
But end goal, Grand Prix.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about you and your horse?
Yeah, so I got Delta from Montana. He's 10 years old. He's a Percheron paint cross. He used to be a cattle horse and lived in Montana and did all that stuff. And then he got sold to be a 3-day eventing horse, and they did more jumping and stuff. And then I got him, and I've done most of the dressage and stuff with him. And yeah.
How long have you had him?
A little over a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of hit the ground running, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like you got him, and then how quickly did you go show?
3 months after I had him. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. And you guys are currently going to regionals.
Yeah.
And what are you qualified in?
The medal seat, training 3, and then I want to get my first level 3 and musical freestyles.
Oh, we're going to try for freestyle too?
I'm really excited about that.
Okay, that's exciting. All right. And what are your bigger, maybe a little bit more long-term goals for you?
I really want to be more competitive in the freestyle stuff instead of the test. Yeah.
All right, I love it. I love freestyles too.
Yeah.
And what kind of music are you going to be playing with first go?
Right now I have more classical music. It's a little more chill, and I figure that'd be good for my first freestyle.
And don't you play a musical instrument or two?
I play the violin and the piano.
And the piano.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've learned from camp this week that you are excited about or feeling challenged over?
Being more gooey. I think that'd help a lot in my tests.
Being more gooey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just more multiple.
More multiple gooey?
Yeah, like little Play-Doh.
Okay, okay. What are you noticing by you being gooey? What are you noticing in your horse?
Well, he kind of like follows, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
because he's a little stiff.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so what's the movement that's been kind of a little challenging for you guys?
A lot of the trot work and stuff, and then transitions, I guess.
Maybe the stretchy trot?
Yeah, that too.
So being gooey is going to help your horse get a little gooier in the stretchy trot?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Awesome, thank you. Is there anything else you would like to share about camp or being on the team?
Love it.
All right, thank you. Leah?
Hello.
Thanks for coming today. Can you tell me a little bit about you and your horse?
So I'm currently riding Fleur. She's my mom's horse. She's an 8-year-old Frisian mare. She's still relatively green, and this is just our first year really arena schooling and starting to focus more on dressage. We've had her since she was 2. She's had a very slow start, just trail riding and some Western work, and we're excited to do more focus and take lessons with you and all that stuff.
Thank you. What are you working on in camp this week?
more so like my body and just getting unwonky and figuring out my hips and everything, and it's really been helping.
Okay.
And just, it's been helping Fleur too. It's reflected a lot in her, and she's getting a lot more immediate and smoother. My long-term goal probably would be to eventually get my A in dressage and pony club and graduate from that, but more medium and shorter term would be to start showing a few of the recognized shows and just improve overall.
Okay,
my riding.
awesome. And you have another project that I think you enjoy a little bit more maybe than Fleur,
Yeah.
or do you just have a different kind of feeling about that one? You want to tell us a little bit about her?
So Rain's my little redheaded crazy mare. She's 9 years old this year, I think. She had a bit of a rough start to training. The person just took her to the beach and ran her till she was tired. So she's very fired up and feisty, very opinionated. She's starting to go really well. We've been dealing with some back soreness and other problems this year, hence why I've transitioned to Fleur more for the showing, but she's still loving life and trail riding.
Okay.
Happy as can be.
You guys can find somewhere for you to enjoy each other while she figures stuff out.
She's starting. She's coming slowly, but we're getting there.
You definitely have different body language when you talk about Rain versus Fleur. When you talk about Rain, you get really happy and excited, and then
Rain's
Fleur's
just-
like Fleur. That's okay.
Rain's more enjoyable. Well, she's not like that
For you.
enjoyable to ride, but she's more enjoyable to work with,
Okay.
so to speak.
So it just kind of speaks to that whole connection piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Rain, I've done more of that with. So.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I'm always used to kind of guiding things, and I thought it'd be fun to turn things around and see if these guys had some questions for me. So I am now going to turn over control. We'll see what happens with these lovely ladies and their curious questions for me. No idea where this is going. We've not practiced this, so we'll just jump right in.
I guess, how'd you get started in horses?
So my family did not understand my love of horses. I have, since I was a little kid, I was a very quiet kid, but we came across a little plastic model. They're called Briars, and I threw a fit. Yep, you and I have a connection here. Well, we all have a connection, right, to horses, but I threw a fit about when we passed this little Briar model. I needed to have it. And so that's kind of was the beginning of the end, I guess, and me just loving horses. And I had quite a collection of Briars, and Miss Sophia has quite a collection of Briars, and so do you. Yeah, and all sorts of things, I feel like, not just
And
Briars.
Schlecks.
And Schlecks.
So many, almost 200.
Oh, all right then. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, where'd you get your boy from? That one.
So she is referring to my horse Johnny Cash, I believe.
Yeah, that one.
That's his barn name. His registered name is Onyx AK, and he is actually U.S. bred. He's from a fairly local breeder. He is a PRE, and he currently is 10 years old. He's a 2015 gelding from Amy McHugh Crown J horses, but really what's funny about that ranch is it's called Jackass Mountain Ranch, and sometimes that's true for this horse. But he's a lot of fun too, and has really made me a much better rider, and we are currently competing at 4th level pre-St. George.
Nice.
Yep.
And I heard you used to show quarter horses when you were younger.
I did.
From that to then going down center line of dressage.
Oh, fancy. Yeah, so I used to show quarter horses. I actually started in Pony Club. So Zia does Pony Club, and so do I. Have you guys all been in Pony Club?
Show me.
A little bit.
I started.
Okay, all right, good for you. We're Bill. So I did Pony Club a little bit. That's kind of how I got started in horses when I started formally kind of training, if there is such a thing. And at the farm that I was at, there was a quarter horse trainer that kept seeing me being run over by my pony, and she was like, I'm going to help you. And so because she rescued me, I think a couple of times from my pony, I switched to quarter horses, and my family was kind of like, that's probably a good choice. And so then I started riding quarter horses, and I did the whole quarter horse circuit for quite a while, like 5-6 years, did 42 shows a year. It was really intense, right? And then I went to college, and I wanted to start doing something different, so I started riding dressage with one of my quarter horses, and then I kind of never looked back. So it's been about, I don't know, a minute. 30 years. Yeah.
How'd you come to have this farm?
When I was a little kid, 5 years old, I think I have a very distinct memory of throwing a coin into a wishing well for a red barn, and to have 5 horses and to be able to live on a farm. And this barn is red, and it is actually a 5-stall barn, technically 6, but we have 5 stalls that we use. And we have 3 horses. I don't actually want more than that. I would probably have a little bit less at some point. And I love this farm. It's quirky. This barn is quirky, but I love quirky, and it's a dream come true.
Why'd you start teaching?
I love teaching because it keeps me accountable. When I have to talk, because I'm always taking lessons and learning, because I think that's really important for my riding career. And I love to teach because it makes me then think about the lessons that I've just had, and I need to then turn around and be able to speak to that. And when people ask me questions or look for clarity, or it's clearly not working, then that challenges me to be a better instructor, and also just gives me a better chance to, you know, ride better for better scores.
So what did you go to college for?
I went to college for, my dad was a doctor, and I was going to be a doctor too. And before that, I was thinking I was going to be a vet. And my bachelor's is in psychobiology. And then I was getting ready to graduate and decided I didn't actually want to go pre-vet or medical. And so I started my teaching career and decided that I loved to teach, but I didn't want to do it as a career. So I went into a graduate program, decided I didn't want to live my life in a research lab, and I got my first master's in cognitive psychology, and then my second master's is in licensed marriage and family therapy. These guys are zoning out. They're like, why are you still talking? And all of that is relevant because perception is reality, and that is so important to be, I pull that in all the time when I'm talking, and hopefully you guys feel that. It's always about connection and how do your bodies connect to your horse's bodies.
Yeah.
And thinking about what's going on for your horse and what's going on for you. And if we approach the day kind of in a tough space, then our horses are going to be challenged too. And how do we redirect that? And the show ring is really good to challenge your mental aspects. So see, it all comes together. Have you guys experienced that when I'm working with you on different things? Is there a standout story or a moment that you can think of with that?
I know you've like, when I'm always like get tense and you tell me to just like, when I relax, I can always tell how Oliver relax is. And then definitely I ride bareback a lot. And so then I can tell sometimes, like I can feel myself tensing, and then he gets like rougher to ride and just tense all around. And then when I just remember you saying just to let go, like let go of my calves, or just let go, then he just like relaxes, and I feel that connection.
Awesome.
Him just good off me.
Yeah, it's a crazy how just little things can make such a big difference between us and our horses.
And really, like with Rain, when we get like frustrated, because it happens a lot, and when we were taking lessons with her before all those shenanigans, she just really like relaxing on her and just letting her process and have a processing time, not like do this like right now, I think helped her.
Good.
I feel like I'm almost too relaxed with my horse half the time.
Yes, I agree with that.
And so I feel like it helps when you're like, okay, like this is a good connection, like you encourage that, but then you also push me to like get some energy going and not just like sleeping. So
Kind of intentional energy, right? Yeah, good.
Yep.
Turns out I've got a lot to say about intentional energy and or intentional connection. My name is Helena Rouhe Beat. So not only do I focus on riding and competing, but I also like to develop workshops for educational purposes. As a licensed marriage and family therapist and certified eating disorder specialist, I have a lot of ideas about how we can live better, more balanced lives. If you'd like to learn more about that, please check us out on the socials. Thanks for your time today.